I'm great, thank you, Jake. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Old Trafford on a night when Manchester United can book a place in the last 16 of the Champions League with 2 group games to spare. And the ease in which they controlled proceedings in Lisbon 2 weeks ago would point to it being a successful night for Jose Mourinho and his players. The team news: Jose Mourinho has made 6 changes tonight and reverted to a back 4. The headline is a first Champions League start for 20-year-old Scott McTominay in midfield. Darmian and Blind return in defence. Lingard, Mata and Saturday's match winner Martial are also recalled. 4 of those rested are on the United bench, as is Luke Shaw, who's only appeared in League Cup matches so far this season. So the Benfica team shows 2 changes from the game in Lisbon 2 weeks ago, and both are enforced. Luisao suspended, replaced by another Brazilian, Jardel, and Felipe Augusto, who was due to start, was injured in the warm-up, and he's replaced by Andreas Samaris. Both Jonas, the top scorer, and Haris Seferovic dropped to the bench from the weekend. Raul Jimenez is recalled. 5 changes in all from Benfica's last league game, which they won. 10-point mark, it's usually enough in the Champions League anyway. United at the moment with 9. Here's Samaris, who's going to try his luck. And David De Gea always had it covered.
Yeah, it's good play from Benfica. You know, they work the ball nicely. You know, decent strike from Samaris. You know, I think that should have been a penalty.
Here come Manchester United the other way with Anthony Martial. He's drawn the crowd, but he's more than capable. Is that handball? Yes, it is. It's handball. It's a penalty to Manchester United, and it was Douglas who'd lost his footing. And the referee there, I think, is being quizzed about the decision at the other end, more so than that one. But well, Manchester United here, Robbie, have got an early penalty. Yeah,
that's a definite penalty. Look how positive he is, Martial. Look at those quick feet. And you can see as he falls, the ball hits his arm, Douglas. You can see Douglas's reaction. Just watch here as he falls. There. He leaves his left arm on the floor. He could have got out of the way. I think that's the correct decision.
So Douglas, the offender, only seconds after there were penalty claims at the other end for Benfica. So Anthony Martial, who scored both of the penalties he's attempted this season, including one in the Champions League in Moscow, has the chance to give United the perfect start here at Old Trafford. Martial against Svilar. And the teenager who was making the headlines for all the wrong reasons in the first game makes them for the right reasons from Benfica's perspective here tonight.
You can see there, it goes the right way. Good, strong hand from Svilar. Red Martial, good save.
I think if you're being completely picky there, Robbie, he shouldn't be that far off his line.
No, you're being picky, Fletch. You're right, but we see every goalkeeper do that. You know, we've seen a couple of the weekend.
Salvio, now Pizzi. Much more confidence about the approach play. Benfica, and what about that for a save from De Gea to deny Diogo Gonçalves?
What a save from David De Gea, as you rightly say, Fletch. You know, Darmian lets him come inside. McTominay can do a little bit better to close it down. But he goes with his right arm, David De Gea, and tips it round the post. Fantastic save, fantastic strike.
Victor Lindelof not involved for Manchester United. Now Romelu Lukaku. First real opportunity for him. And Svilar down. I think it might well have been going wide anyway, but Lukaku involved for the first time.
Yeah, he likes taking up those positions, Lukaku, to come back inside on his favoured left foot. Moves the ball, and you're right, Fletch, I think it was going wide, but Svilar had to...
That's who intercepts that one. Lingard gives it back to the Spaniard. Lukaku's on the move. There's Jesse Lingard, and now Anthony Martial. In it goes towards Romelu Lukaku. Just a little bit too high. Posed a real threat in the air in the first game, Lukaku. And he just couldn't quite climb high enough there.
Yeah, just backpedal. I think Jardel just does enough there to put Lukaku off. He just couldn't get the power on to guide it back across Svilar.
Svilar promising here for Manchester United. He did a better finish.
Did Fletcher also need a better first touch? He won't be happy with that whatsoever. Lukaku, the ball breaks to him, fortunately, and then just watch his first touch here. You know, just goes away from him, tries to take on the outside of his right foot. You know, then gets an early shot with his left. Poor first touch.
Came off the bench to get the winner at the weekend against... Here's Mata, Lukaku. Tomine still down. Here's Nemanja Matic. It's the post and in, it's an own goal. Well, Svilar must hate the sight of Manchester United. There was nothing you could do about that. Matic's shot off the post, hits the goalkeeper and goes in. How's your luck?
Great strike from Matic. And Lukaku does well with his hold-up play. So all the time, great strike, great power. Svilar, so unlucky there. Ball smashes the post. You know, can Svilar outstretch his left arm a bit more here? No, it'd beaten him. So unlucky there, the goalkeeper. Once again, a great strike from Matic.
Well, you've got to say that in the first game, the mistake was self-inflicted, but there was nothing you could do about that. And you've got to feel for the young man, 18 years of age, and you wonder what's going through his mind. He must hate the sight of Manchester United. In the meantime, Manchester United scoring a goal just before half-time. Nemanja Matic against his old club, and there's a chance here now for Lukaku. It was sloppy. Lukaku for Manchester United, and Svilar makes the save. United get the corner, but that might just lift his sagging spirits a little bit.
Great opportunity there. It's obviously on his weaker right foot. Never looked confident, Fletch. The minute he got it, you've got to say, if that's Harry Kane in that situation, the ball's in the back of the net.
Well, both at Manchester United and Basel heading through. United leading here, Basel leading at home against CSK in Moscow tonight. It's a lovely back heel by Martial, Darmian, and then coming in there was Juan Mata. Again, we see the invention, though, of Anthony Martial for Manchester United.
It's great play for Martial, knew exactly what he was doing. You know, what's Lukaku's run? You know, he tries to get in front of Ruben Diaz.
There's Grimaldo, the left back, into Jimenez. Good shot, and then David De Gea down smartly.
Yeah, decent play once again, Jimenez. And just cushions the ball onto his right foot.
Vio and Daley Blind was there at the back for United. Here's Douglas. So many red shirts though between him and David De Gea. Here's Samaras, Douglas. United well organised and well drilled, and Gonçalves a slip past Smalling. David De Gea got a fingertip to it. That's twice he's burst into life tonight, Gonçalves, and on both occasions De Gea denied it.
What's this first touch from Gonçalves there? Instantly moved the ball past Smalling, who dived in. Great first touch. Another touch onto his right foot, and that's going in the bottom corner. Great save that.
CSK in Moscow have got an equaliser in Switzerland against Basel. And Jagoev with a goal for CSKA, and there's a mistake by Bailly. Jimenez in, and he hits the post. Well, the most relieved man in Old Trafford is Eric Bailly, and the most frustrated, Raúl Jimenez.
So sloppy there. You know, did Smalling really want the ball? You know, he has to score that, Jimenez. You know, Smalling's going away from it. He just can't get the ball out of his feet. And I just got to say, did Smalling get a little contact on that ball?
And Marcus Rashford, who can have a run for the first time since coming on, and he's away from two of them. Still Marcus Rashford, down he goes, penalty. Well, there's an impact off the bench if ever you see one from Marcus Rashford.
Brilliant from Rashford. Great pace, direct. Samaras it is with a foul. Great feet, just there, definite penalty. Great footwork. Driving into the box, definite penalty, Darren.
So the second penalty tonight for Manchester United. Martial had one saved in the first half, he's gone off. So Romelu Lukaku, who... And now Daley Blind has taken it off Herrera. So it was Lukaku, then it was Herrera, and now it's Blind. After all that, you've got to score. Blind against Svilar, and he does, straight down the middle, and breathing space at last for Manchester United, and surely a goal there that gives them a giant stride towards the knockout stage of the Champions League.
Well, they got there in the end, Darren, and all that counts is the ball's in the back of the net from Manchester United fans. Smash it down the middle. Got to say, was there a nominated penalty taken before the game? It looked like Lukaku was going to take it. Then Herrera, and then Blind eventually steps up. Was it that man there, Mourinho, who gave the instructions? But